Hey everyone, Michelle here, personal trainer and lifestyle coach. Today we are here to talk about our October 2024 theme of the month, improving our metabolism. Now, last month we were working on being observant of our body and its signals. Now it's time to do something about it. This month we are going to focus on whatever environmental factors, tools, and information we need in order to get our metabolism back in order. This is a great time to either collect more information or review some that you might already have. Dr. Means includes a list of 7 biomarkers that should be easy to order and that everyone should become familiar with. They include fasting glucose, hemoglobin A1C, triglycerides, HDL cholesterol, total cholesterol to HDL ratio, waist circumference, and blood pressure. Recent studies that tested mitochondrial function in American adults recommended that these biomarkers should be within the following parameters to be considered metabolically healthy. A fasting glucose of less than 100 milligrams per deciliter, a hemoglobin A1C of less than 5.7%, triglycerides of less than 150 milligrams per deciliter, HDL cholesterol of more than 40 for men or 50 for women, a total cholesterol to HDL ratio of less than 3.5 to 1, a waist circumference of less than 35 inches for women and 40 for men, and a blood pressure of less than 130 over 85 or preferably 120 over 80. Now, these 7 biomarkers combined with not being on any medication currently comprises less than 6.8% of the American adult population. The good news is that we have a lot of influence on these biomarkers. This month, we're going to review our 5 environmental factors that will quintessentially change the way our mitochondria function: food, sleep, exercise, stress, and toxins. Now is the time we ask, am I eating the most nutritious, unprocessed, real food that I can? Am I eating slowly and mindfully? Food is our most direct interaction with the world around us, considering we consume on average 70 metric tons of food throughout our lives. We also learned in our gut microbiome theme that 70 to 80% of our immune cells actually live in our gut. In addition, we should be asking, how is my sleep quality, quantity, and consistency? Am I setting myself up for quality sleep, keeping my sleep hours relatively similar from weekdays to weekends? Trying to expose myself to natural, unfiltered light in the morning and limit my artificial light in the evening? Am I moving consistently throughout the day, keeping my glucose channels open all day and reminding my mitochondria to continue working? Getting my 2 to 3 days of resistance training, 75 minutes of intense or 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week, getting at least 7,000 steps a day to reduce my risk of all-cause mortality up to 70% and reduce my risk of Alzheimer's, obesity, type 2 diabetes, depression, cancer, and gastric reflux by up to 50%? How am I managing my stress? Am I participating in stress relieving or coping mechanisms, including creating healthy boundaries and taking in productive information? Am I doing what I can to limit exposure to small chronic stresses that can cause biochemical fear in my body that can lead to chronic inflammation? And finally, what am I doing that I can limit the toxins in my environment, including the 80,000 plus synthetic chemicals in our food, water, and air supplies and personal products? Am I getting outside when I can and trying to expose my body to more natural temperature swings, limiting my thermoneutrality? These are all really great questions and many more that we can consider. Dr. Means introduces this beautiful Taoist principle that we are processes, not entities. Our bodies are resilient and ever-changing. The sooner we can implement these changes, the better off we can be. Using our experience, the information we've collected, the factors we're considering, and the tools we have available, including things like smartwatches, lab tests, and continuous glucose monitors, we can start to make instrumental changes that will determine the overall health of our cells. These tools will also allow us to test if the changes that we are making are helping. Follow-up testing and watching trends can help us make more informed decisions and be confident when we find a solution that works for us. I will include more resources below, and please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much, and talk to y'all soon.